If you're an author and you're doing a speaking gig, you need to make sure you're documenting this for use later on. Now, we have lots of videos on how to get the speaking gigs, how to succeed with them, how to manage the pitfalls and the things that might come up. Those are in other episodes. Today, I want to talk about the documentation, and specifically that you need good, clear documentation. So whether you're using phones, cameras, multiple phones and cameras, your goal is to get good visuals. So you're setting it up so that you can see as much as possible. You're not too far away. You're not too close up, and you are getting clear picture because it's well lit and not pixelated, and good audio. Audio is what we're talking about today, because as you're walking around from camera source to camera source or across the staging area, you're getting closer and further away from cameras. The closer you get to cameras, the louder it will be, and the farther away you get, the quieter it will be. And if you turn around, you might not get all of that audio. So you have to have a microphone attached to your phone or your camera while you are filming this. So most of you are going to be using your phones. When I document my speaking gigs, I am using both of my phones, and I'm using at least one of my cameras to document this. And I make sure I have my Movo mic plugged into my phone so that I have clear audio across the board. So no matter what I'm doing or where I'm going, the audio is consistent. And it is really easy to use these. There are a couple of different kinds of these that I have. I've actually done review videos over on my main channel, so I'll link those down below for you. And this is just one that you're going to clip right onto your shirt, and you're going to be able to create your video while it is attached to you. No matter where you're walking, you have good, clear audio. So you can clip it on so that it's a little more seen. You can also turn this around so that it is not seen as much. If you wear a black outfit, it's going to blend in with it really well. And if you have long hair, you can kind of just put your hair over it, and it's not going to be seen while you are out on that stage. Now, the nice thing is this also comes with a couple of windscreen protectors. And so you're going to be able to attach that right there. And then when your hair goes over it, it is not going to have that like dragging sound on it, because it is going to protect it from that. This also helps to kill that wind noise. So if there's like a fan going on, if there's a murmur in the room, it's going to dampen that sound and just focus in on you. So with this on, helps dramatically. With this off, you're going to hear more of the wind. So if you're using this like outside to film videos, you might hear the of the wind. It's going to cut that down when you have the windscreen protector. So you're just going to be able to clip this right on, and then you're going to be able to record from there. And again, if you wear black, it just blends right in. Now, I love this because it attaches directly to my phone, and it is just a little device like this. You plug it in where you would plug your charger in. And this is the receiver. So this just gets the wireless signal from this into this and pumps it right into your phone. You may need an extender. My phone needs an extender because of the case I have on my phone. So it's just a little jack. I'm going to link all this down below, by the way. And you can just plug this into the end of your phone, and then it just goes. This does not have to be charged. This does have to be charged. It does come with a charging case. Depending on which microphone you get, there is a cheaper version of this where you would just plug it in and you would be able to go from there. So these are wireless, they are rechargeable. There's also a part, again, depending on which of the sets that you get, they do have just a lapel mic, a little teeny tiny thing that clips on. It has a wire that you can then run around back, and you can just plug that in as if it were like a battery pack. So you've got options when it comes to this, depending on your budget, but I cannot recommend these enough. These have worked really, really well when I'm documenting things, and they're just tiny. They're very easy. They're very lightweight. When this is on, it will have a digital screen here, so it will kind of show. So I typically move mine backwards, and that gives it a little more stabilization on my shirt as well. And then I usually have whether I put it there or not, my hair ends up there because my hair is always in front of me. And so I'm then able to have those conversations, and it picks up everything that I'm going to need. Now, if you are on stage with somebody else, you might need a second microphone. They do have the dual packs, which I highly recommend. And that way, all you have to do is plug the jack into your phone, and both microphones will be picked up on this so that you have clear, consistent audio for you and the person that you're going to be speaking to. You can also carry that extra microphone around if you have like audience questions or something. So this is going to give you a lot of flexibility, and it means that you have consistent audio across the board. So no matter what you're going to be doing, you have access to that. And if you're using multiple cameras, you just plug this into one of them. So you plug these microphones into one phone, and then you use that as your base. And then that audio is only audio you're going to be using. You can then layer on other videos on top of it, match up the timing, and then you just remove that audio. So if I am filming on this camera, and this camera has that microphone, that is going to be my base video. And then if I have a camera over here, and I'm getting that side angle, I just drop the footage, not the audio on there, and it uses the audio from this particular video as you are editing if you're getting multiple angles with that. So having a microphone works really, really well for your speaking gigs, but also allows you to level up the content you're creating in general. It allows you to do interviews with people. It allows you to do things at book signings. It allows you to do all sorts of great things. Microphones are an investment I highly recommend for authors if you are existing in this space at this time, because you have to create content and you have to be able to be heard. And now you can use the content from your speaking gig to make sure that you are using clips on TikTok, using clips on Instagram, putting the full thing out on YouTube. And of course, you do have to make sure you're good to record before you show up. So that we've talked about that in other episodes, but like, if you're doing a speaking gig, just have it as part of your contract that you get to film it so that you can use it later on, and you can negotiate the entire thing. You can negotiate clips, because like sometimes they're going to want exclusivity. So you're going to be using certain clips and things, but you need it for your trailers. You need it for your sizzle reels. You're going to need it for your social media. So negotiate it in and have that as part of it. And if you can't, bump up your price. If you can't use this in marketing, you get paid more for that exclusivity. But that's another conversation. If you want to have it, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below, and follow along for tomorrow's episode as we continue to discuss how you can level up as an author to save time and effort and technology that's going to help you along the way.